Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming along this evening to Photo Access. I would like to start by acknowledging that we are on the unceded lands of the Ngunnawal people and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. I'd like to also extend a warm welcome to any First Nations people who are joining us here this evening. What we do here at Photo Access would not be possible without the funding and support that we receive, so I'd also like to thank Arts ACT for the ongoing organisational funding that we receive as Arts Centre investment funding for the Monica Arts Centre. I would also like to thank our beverage sponsor, which is Ben Spoke, who have been sponsoring us for quite a few years now, so all the beverages are, or the beer beverages are provided free for them, so thank you. And we also have some stubby coolers for sale and some other merchandising done indoors if that is of interest. So welcome to the 2024 edition of VIEW, Photo Access's annual exhibition highlighting the latest ideas and concepts from emerging photographic artists in the Canberra region and beyond. The 8 artists featured in this year's edition are Caleb Asper, who is a re-emerging regional artist and co-founder of the Container Lab. His work entitled Sonic Experiments presents what he describes as electroacoustic artworks which integrate sound waves into the process of creating analog photographic prints. Framed by Canberra-based Rose Hartley is an evolving photographic series that depicts people from around the world who are in an ever-changing dance with their surrounding environment. Brittany Heffron is an emerging photo media artist based on Wiradjuri country in Wagga Wagga. Her series, Windows of Wondering, explores the tension between memory and the possibility of the present moment through photography, poetry, and interactive photo-based collages. Emma Phillips is a Canberra-based photographic artist and researcher at the University of Canberra. Her work is focused on how classist, sexist, and gendered assumptions might form image making, and in this ongoing project entitled Generative Genders, explores these concepts within the framework of AI-generated imagery. George Popel is in his final year of study at the ANU, and his practice mainly operates within the domain of photo media and installation. His installation work for VIEW2024 is entitled Additional Content, which he describes as a counter memorial to the Ben Robert Smith VC display at the Australian War Memorial. Juncture Collective, which is Sophie Demirisk, Rory Gillen, and Emily April O'Neill, who have collaborated on an installation for VIEW2024. Their work brings together these 3 artists who are all working and experimenting with emerging technologies and the ever-evolving concept of labour in the age of generative applications such as ChatGPT and DALL-E. I'm not even sure what that is, but anyway. I would now like to invite Baden Palethorne, who is the acting head of photography at the ANU School of Art. I think you're still acting while Katrina's on sabbatical, yes?
It's ambiguous.
Okay, it's ambiguous, but anyway, we'll present him as the acting head of photography at the ANU School of Art to officially open the exhibition and say a few words. Thank you, Baden.
Do
you want to come out?
On the way there? Excellent. How's this? Good evening, everyone. I'd also like to acknowledge Ngunnawal and Ngambri custodians. So as Alex said, my name's Baden. I'm an artist and I work at ANU School of Art and Design. It's my great pleasure to be here to open this incredible show to you tonight. ANU, Photo Media and Photo Access, I think have always enjoyed really close links. And probably even more so now. I was chatting with Alex before, trying to remember how long we've actually known each other for, at least 10 years. And you know, it's really great that we were able to lure you here from Sydney and to kind of, you know, add to Canberra's increasingly powerful stocks of arts professionals. Of course, Photo Access is really critical infrastructure for artists here in the ACT and beyond, and it's fantastic that this has been recognised recently with the multi-year funding that has been awarded by Creative Australia, previously Australia Council. So well done to Alex and the team for that. VIEW2024 is a really great exhibition for showcasing artists from Canberra, and I believe this year sort of expanded to the regions around Canberra as well. And this is at a time, of course, when photography and the photographic image continue to be one of the most potent and dominant politically dangerous mediums globally. It's a tool of persuasion and disinformation, and since its origin has divided us and the public alike. And yet its fundamental connection to questions of time, space, and materiality continues to inspire critical artistic inquiry. Photographic techniques are, of course, at the cutting edge of new technologies, and even as someone who works on these tools full time, it's almost impossible to kind of keep up with developments as they move so rapidly. Yet photography always keeps one foot sort of rooted firmly in the past. As Alex points out in his catalogue essay, by the introduction through the quote, the Bertolt Brecht quote, the new meat is often eaten with old forks, which is a slightly cryptic kind of little nugget there. But the artists in this exhibition deploy old forks in new ways so that we can feast on some of the most pressing questions of our time. Just to mention a few, George Popel, who, as Alex mentioned, is exploring the kind of the politics of commemoration and mythology around so-called war heroes like Ben Robert Smith, who was celebrated as a kind of national hero, and of course has now been exposed, I guess, as a war criminal, which is interesting in terms of the way that kind of heroes are celebrated and the kind of the mythology around nation building that is so rooted with Anzac mythology and all that sort of stuff here. So it's those sorts of works are really important to keep probing these sorts of questions. Emma Phillips, who's probing the gender bias of large image models such as Dali, and of course we all know about the kind of bias that's embedded within these data sets, and artists are at the forefront of kind of exposing these sorts of things in innovative ways. And Brittany Heffron, who's layering the physicality of memory and the possibility of the present in a series that wrestles with one of the photography's foundational themes, which is, of course, time. I was reminded by my colleague Katrina Lewis, who had mentioned before that a good speech is a short one, so I will leave it at that, and I'm very honoured to declare the show open officially. Enjoy your night, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Baden. Thank you for that. Okay, so we've got good news and bad news. Okay, you ready? The good news is that we have designed and produced a wonderful exhibition catalogue with catalogue text by Denise Dwight. It is really good. The bad news is that they are not yet ready, as the adhesive on the binding is still setting. So they will arrive next Tuesday. Sorry, we had a bit of a technical glitch. So the bad news is that you have to come back next week to grab a copy of the exhibition catalogue. But the good news is that you get to come back to Photo Access next week to get a copy of the exhibition catalogue. Woo! And you can also, I think you can pre-purchase it here if that's of interest to you. There are also, the other good news is there are peaches that are there inside, so we have to bring them out. There's like a tray of peaches that you can probably take with you. Sorry, let's try and get rid of fruit before it rots. Also a reminder that we are running a fundraising campaign to upgrade our film service. So this is a match grant we also received from Creative Australia, which is formerly the Australian Council of the Arts. And so that's match funding. So we're at 20% of our target, which was $10,000. So any money that we receive is matched by Creative Australia up to $10,000. And we also have our 2024 program available, which is over there at the bar. So we printed that out. So that's all the exhibition dates for the coming year. And we are also printing a workshop catalog, which will be ready next week as well. So again, I'd like to thank all the exhibiting artists for coming and sharing their wonderful work. Thank you. That's really great show. Thank you very much. Thank you to the board of Photo Access for coming and for all of the support that you give to Photo Access, and our staff, in particular Gabby, who curated the exhibition. So well done, Gabby. And have a good night. Our next opening is March the 14th, so we've got about 6 weeks, and we will see you all then, Thursday, 14th of March. Thank you. Have a good night.